fresh scent.
So you're fresh and
Clean as a whistle.
Irish Spring deodorant soap gets you fresh and clean as a whistle.
Back at the U.S. Nationals at this sprawling facility known as Indianapolis Raceway Park, carved out of the central Indiana countryside. One of the finalists is from nearby Whiteland.
Well, Bob Glidden is apparently out chasing parts or something and has left the preparation of the Ford car for the final Pro Stock up to Wyfetta, and she's capable of doing it. What do you do to get one of these ready?
Well, there's a lot. After each run, you have to pull the valve covers and check the valves and check the valve springs. We changed some stuff in the carburetors, reset the floats, and we're switching the tires from side to side, and now I'm getting ready to check the air pressure.
And what's this around your neck here?
This is my tire gauge.
Well, let's do it. I'll go with you. How much air are we going to put in these, or is that a secret?
No, it's not a secret. I keep them at 5 pounds until we get in the staging lanes, and then I put them down to 4.5. And then just before he runs out, I use 4 1/4.
And tire pressure, very important that it's equal.
Yes, very important that both tires are equal, so when he launches, that one doesn't override the other one.
We'll find out in just a few moments how well Etta Glidden did in preparing that Ford EXP. But right now, it's the semifinals of Top Fuel Eliminator. Billy Williams against Shirley Muldowney, and Billy has had a couple of big breaks. One, the car stayed upright in round 1 after that massive engine explosion. In round number 2, he got a single. Steve had a chance to ask Shirley what she knows about Billy.
Shirley Muldowney, tell me about Billy Williams. That's your next opponent.
I don't know much about Billy. I know he was very good in the alcohol classes. He's a real nice guy. I think he's a pretty good driver, but I don't know much about, how consistent his equipment is. I'm hoping it isn't too consistent.
For Shirley, she has been the picture of consistency throughout this event. She qualified in the 550s, has been through eliminations in the 560 elapsed time bracket. A good start for Billy Williams. He's right alongside Shirley Muldowney, but then the superior horsepower pulling ahead, and Shirley wins it 5.65 seconds at over 245 miles an hour. Gary Beck, the quickest man in all of drag racing, coming up to race Connie Kalita in the second race of this round of Top Fuel Eliminator. Steve's at the finish line with Shirley.
Shirley Muldowney continues her march towards what could be a 3rd World Championship title at season's end, but more important now, her 2nd ever U.S. Nationals final round berth. She lost the last time she was in this position and doesn't intend for that to happen again. Congratulations, you're in the finals.
Thank you. It's what an honor.
565.
That's good enough. That may do it.
What Shirley thinks is good enough is her elapsed time of 5.65 seconds. The choice of lanes goes to the racer with the lowest ET of the previous round of racing. Here we have Connie Kalita looking over at his competition, the quickest man in drag racing. Gary Beck driving Larry Minor's car from El Toro, California. He has run 5.48 seconds. That would easily eclipse Shirley Muldowney's 5.65, but that was set earlier in the day. The track conditions are different. The atmosphere is different. And Kalita with a great lead. Something goes away at the very start on Gary Beck's car, and the upset of the race, Connie Kalita with a 5.68 seconds, 0.03 of a second slower, and Shirley knows she has lane choice in the finals when she meets her former crew chief, Connie Kalita, for the title, the 28th annual Nationals champion. Funny car eliminator, Don Prudhomme, nodding to his crewman. Sitting right in front of Don Prudhomme is 2,500 horsepower of nitro-burning Hemi engine. It's supercharged. It is fuel injected. The crewman turning on the fire extinguisher bottles and then lowering the fiberglass body down over Don Prudhomme. At the finish line, Connie Kalita.
All right, lane choice isn't going to be that big a factor, is it?
I don't think so. The driving is, though.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you and this lady meet, it's a bit of a war.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a hell of a good drag race.
You take great pride in trying to leave on her.
I wouldn't do that. It's ladies before gentlemen, isn't it?
The KG veteran Connie Kalita obviously enjoying himself here at the 28th annual U.S. Nationals. He's in the finals of Top Fuel. Here, the first race in the semifinal round of Funny Car Eliminator. The quickest funny car in the world, Don Prudhomme in the near lane. In the far lane, one of the fastest ever, Billy Meyer. And this has got to be on both their minds. Steve had a chance to talk in the pits with Billy.
The world's fastest funny car, you, Billy Meyer, versus the world's quickest funny car, him, Don Prudhomme. What do you think?
I think he's going to be out in front of me somewhere because he's running so quick, and he's not running any mile an hour.
Shutting off early, you think?
It's shutting itself off, I think, but right now that didn't matter. So at some point in time, I think I'm going to be chasing him down the other end. Hope I get there before he does.
Don Prudhomme, having recorded a 5.77 in the previous round, has got to be favored over this man, Billy Meyer. But every time Don Prudhomme seems to run quick, he hurts parts.